Now then, how are you all doing? Got to share something with you today, but I'll start at the beginning. A friend of mine, let's call him Mr. TM, he had one of my old pick sets, had it for years, but unfortunately he got it stuck up in a door, and then it was on a warrant, and then he had to force it to get it out, and he damaged it. And I says, well, I've got a lot of new stuff now in the shop, I don't make that tool anymore. But he said, no, Mr. Mac, I really like that tool. Can you make me another one? I thought, oh, go on then. I ain't got the bits that I used to have, but I'll do my best and I'll try and come up with something similar. He told me exactly what he wanted, and I do love custom jobs. Custom jobs are the best. So, shall I show you what I came up with? Let's have a look. Well, he wanted a 5 and a 7 gauge tool, but he wanted them nice and flat. He says he don't like when they got real deep collars on them or grooves for what he wanted to use it for. He says the flatter the better. I said, okay then, we'll sort that out. I had to sort that out. What a pig that was, Mr. TM, but I sorted it out. So this is the 7 gauge tool. There's his name on the back, Mr. TM. He wanted it adjustable, so we had to make it adjustable so he could set it anywhere he wanted it. So we put one of those in, and we can lock it off. Or silver solder. 7 gauge. Five gauge. Same again, all silver soldered in. Flat like he wanted it, so he could get to use the tools that he likes to use. Little pin silver soldered in. He told me exactly what he wanted to fit, so I had to make it to fit that. I said, well, I've only got a bit of a steel bar left, and he says, don't matter, use that if you have to. So that's what that was, and he is no longer. A little tiny bit of steel bar, another steel rod there, a little locking nut for him to set it at any position he wants, and then you get no slop. So we come together, we got all of those, and he says, well, I bent the wire I was using as well. So I said, okay then, I shall create one of those for you as well. So I have, but before we test it out, he sent me a few little clips. He was in love with his tool so much, he'd been filming himself using it. So I asked him if it was okay, and he says yes, not a problem. So guys, here's Mr. TM's clips now. Okay then, I know there was no sound, I turned it off because there was a lot of background noise, but he loves to use that tool. You can see he's in love with it. So I thought, okay then, let's build him one and let's test it out. So first of all, we've got the one we all love and hate, the TSS. That's a 7 gauge. So we get a 7 gauge tool and we'll test the little bugger out. So make sure we can get into there. They're quite narrow, those curtains are, so we can get that. And if we weren't quite comfortable in that position, we could make it longer that way, and then we can, or we was getting real tight door jam, we can push it back through that way and use it any which way we want to use it. So we'll lock it off there. There we go, we got hold of that bugger. She's nice and tight. Well, let's find me a little bit of a wire that you wanted to use. Found. It was on the bench somewhere. Found. Okay. So we've got to give it a test. I'll try and explain why you wanted to. So if we, you can hear that. We're not going anywhere, but because I've shaved that off and shaved off that part there, we're going to go from the side. See the angle I'm at? And we can open it. We'll do it again. We're all locked up again. So we'll try again. Sometimes you can get them. You can hear it. It ain't going to go. So we're going to go over here. And we can. That's why you wanted it like that. Right, TSS. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What else we got? Let's have a little look at the ERA. That's a 5 gauge now, so we need to change the tool. 5 gauge. We can adjust it. Let's have a little look. There you go. So I can use my fingers and my palm of my hand. Some people like to do that. It's easy to do it this way, I think. So again, let's try this. Push it all the way in. Can't get nothing just like that. I'm going to pull the tool towards myself because this case is slightly wider. And there you go. So I've held it there. Pull the tool forward. Got the other one. So I've got 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Just sticking on 1, 5. They are all the real deal. Let's find my screwdriver. No hocus pocus on this channel. If I can get the bugger open. Oh! She's tight. Never opened it up. What's in here? Little mice on a wheel. There they all are, sitting in there pretty. Now I don't jump them all over the place. So there you go. All the levers and false notches are all in there. Put that together again in a little minute. What else have we got? What else have we got? Yale. He likes Yales. Again, can be a little bit tricky buggers, but we'll have a go. Make sure I'm all the way in. Nice and tight. See, nothing there. Pull forward a little bit. Okay, all set. Get your tool just. Should we try the angle? Angle worked. Yale. We're on the 7 gauge now. Another ERA. Let's try this bugger. Make sure I'm nice and flat in. I've got a little bit of room. See, straight in the false notch. So I'm going to go up, pull forward, or lift and hold the tension. Click, listen to the click. Now I'm not going to let anything go. Pull back, hit the front, I'm gone. So there's not just a case of just lifting. You got to manipulate them a little bit. So every time I'm going to straighten that false, you can hear it stuck. Light attention. Pull tool off bit. Click, the click. It was just catching on the way up. What else we got? What else we got? Still on 5 gauge. Union. Now, I love to see how many different sorts you can get through. It is all a game of odds with this sort of method, but Mr. TM swears by it, so okay. You do it all day long. You just get some with that bit in, it's just so easy to manipulate. And then we're going to stick with the last few. What we got? Viscounts, dead easy little things if you ever come across them. A 7 gauge, which is nice and comfortable. These always throw straight away, don't they? Get me wire in the hole, push him up, that's what it's for. See the 4 starch at the front. Adjust that back a little bit. Give a bit more room to hang on to. There you go. Got 4 there, so we can get 4, and then we pull forward a 5th. We'll go pull all the way forward. We got all of them. We just catch on the back of that 5th one. Another one. It's not a sash. Here we go. Make sure we got the right gauge. Just snug in there, that is. See what's going on. They're all sitting in there. There you go. So she works a dream, Mr. TM. I've got to share that with you because that's what he wanted it for. So Mr. TM, happy lock hunting, happy warranting, and I shall post them out to you. That was a pig to make, by the way. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all your support, and I shall see you all very soon. Ta-da!